Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. So before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you guys out there, and especially my sponsor for this channel and for all these videos, my paid Patreon group. Now yesterday you guys saw that big discount I actually had on my Patreon, 70% off for 24 hours. And that discount is gone right now. But guess what, guys? A lot of you guys showing a lot of support and a lot of interest in joining Patreon for 1 full year. And that is great news. So, I saw it on TrendSpider and on TradingView. They're having a 70% discount. Guess what? I did grab that, right? It was cheap. And then what I did, just reapplied the same discount on my channel, and guess what, you guys actually had a really nice discount. And now you don't have to really go into Patreon and do all that every month. You're set for 1 year, and that is the biggest way to show support for this channel. And you guys definitely did that yesterday and today, and now that discount is gone. So if you joined, well, you actually had a great deal, and you'll be trading with me for at least 1 year from yesterday. And now let's get right into Nflx, which is up 0.35% and holding above rising 5-day moving average right here. I would say 645. So that is gonna be your line in the sand for Nflx on a pullback, 645. Look at this today. Low for the day, 643. It was holding right here. Went back up, and now if this thing takes out 652, next stop 671.38, and then possibly going all the way up to 700. On a pullback, 645 gives up. Watch out for the next support, this breakout right here, 630. We do also have support down here around 611, 604, and these are going to be strong support because we had a lot of consolidation right here on Nflx, and then we got that breakout, and so far that breakout is holding, and that is above 630. It's still bullish. We do have all these moving averages are positive, sloping to the upside, and that is a bull trend on Nflx. Until something breaks, this thing can move even higher. So watch out for Nflx. Possibly can go up to 671.38 and maybe even 700 unless this thing breaks under 630. On Amzn stock, it's up 0.77%, so Amzn getting down to 180, cutting slightly under 180, and then coming back up. And look at this, guys. Again, this resistant trend line right here, it's not above. Right here, I would say 182 to 183. So Amzn needs to get above 182 to 183, and then you're going to see continuation all the way up to 185, and that is going to be a breakout, and then possibly going up to 190. Now, if this downtrend can continue on Amzn, and Amzn actually takes out 180, the next support 177, and then this gap 173.92 right here on bottom. We got this big gap up, and now things are actually pulling back. So watch out. This thing might be going up and getting a breakout, or immediately within the next few days, Amzn can come down and close this gap just below 174. On Apple stock is absolutely flat on the day. So Apple here, we actually traded Apple stock this morning, and this was a fantastic setup. Now, I'm not going to show you guys what's happening on my X account today. I don't have time for that, and how we actually took a trade on Apple. But this thing was right here at 193, and I took 190 puts, and you can see the results. This thing going deep in the money. We took profit and got out for the day. So all these trade ideas are available now on Patreon. And if you want to support the channel, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. Now Apple came back and holding almost 190 right here. So as long as Apple can stay above 190, watch out for a move. Not only up to 193, possibly going up to 198.42. Below 190, next support down here 188. 184.74, rising a 20-day moving average, and then 183. So far, it's just getting a pullback, nothing big. We just need to see if this thing can take out this high right here, 193. If that happens, things are pushing higher back up to possibly all-time highs again. Now below 190, you got to be careful because we got this massive gap down here on Apple, and if this thing actually gets under 190, things can actually get a deeper pullback, and in that case there will be support below 190 at 188, and then 184.74, I would say 185, and then 183. But anytime you see Apple breaking below 183, that is it. This thing coming down and closing this gap right here, 173.42. On Google, stock is up 0.96%. So Google here, I mean, look at this insane move. 176 would not give up. Again, came down to 175.68, and that is a decent move. This thing went back up to 178 again, and actually green for the day, guys. And if you look at my screen, we're kind of flagging here on Google stock. So are we going to see another push and possibly going higher up to another fresh new all-time high? Well, the way things are looking, I mean, there is only one stock that is running the market, and we'll get to it in a minute. But as of right now, Google here definitely looking bullish above 176. And if this thing can hold, the next stop 181.54 and possibly going even higher. And that's going to be fresh new all-time highs. Now to the downside, 176 gives up. Then watch out for a drop down to 173. Rising 20-day moving average, to be exact 172.92, and then we also do have support down here at 170 on Google stock. On Nvidia stock, it's up almost 7%, and look at this market cap. By market cap, this thing could be the #1 stock very soon. And this is just insane. We all know that the biggest names out there, Microsoft, Apple, Google, and now you got Nvidia stock, where this thing was under 500 billion market cap just about 15 months ago. And now you're talking about almost $3 trillion market cap, and things can actually push even higher. And if that happens, it's going to take over Microsoft and also Apple. I mean, Apple already under 3 trillion and Microsoft just above. So this thing can easily take out and be the #1 stock in this market. So far, if you look at the market, you'll say, well, you know, lots of things going on, this going down, that coming up, and this will happen and that will happen, and market will go down or up, right? No, nothing will happen, nothing will go down, nothing will go up until this stock makes the move. And so far, the only move this stock is moving, well, straight to the upside. Every day, gap up and go. How long this can continue? You can see this can continue for a long time. Will this continue forever? Absolutely not. You will see a soul crushing crash on Nvidia at some point, and it's gonna happen because monthly time frame, quarterly time frame, extremely overbought. And whenever that happens, that means one thing, guys. In the longer term, the biggest dump off is yet to come here on the stock. Now, it might go higher even more and then dump, so don't get me wrong, but this is the stock that is running this show, not Jay Powell, not the market itself, you know, not the indices, not, you know, 6 other magnificent stocks. Only stock that is running the market, well, you got it right here, Nvidia. I mean, look at this gap up this morning. And now it's up $75 for the day. Still going right here. 1143, got up to almost 1150. So now on Nvidia stock, if we get a pullback tomorrow, watch out for the support 1100 and then 1080 down to this gap 1064, and then possibly we can talk about some more downside. Until then, the next resistance here on Nvidia stock 1050, and then easily this thing can go up to 1200. And guess what? If that happens, we might be taking over Microsoft and Apple right here on market cap, and Nvidia stock can definitely do that, guys. So watch out. This thing might be setting up for another massive pump tomorrow. On Meta, it's up 0.36%, so Meta came back down to 474.84 and not even touching these two moving averages right here. Went back up and now trading near 480. So it looks like Meta might be going right up here to close this gap below 485, and that can happen early as this week, maybe even tomorrow, right here. It's not too far away, only needs about $4 or $5 to close this gap on top. Now to the downside, if there is a pullback again tomorrow, you need to watch right here 472, 470, and 465 as a strong support. Below that, a big dump off can happen all the way down to 452 on Meta. On Microsoft, it's absolutely flat on the day, and this is just insane. I mean, look at this, guys. This thing came down to 426. But into closing, what's happening? Well, this was previous all-time highs right here, and so far it's holding at least above 430. So this thing went back up, and now Microsoft can hold right here. Rising 5-day moving average 429.41, and that is exactly what Microsoft actually holding into closing in previous all-time highs right here. So as long as this thing is above rising 5-day moving average and previous all-time highs 430 plus, watch out for a continuation all the way up to 440, and that can happen on Microsoft. Now we get under rising 5-day moving average 429.41. Then watch out for a move all the way down to 13 SMA, and that is sitting at 422.62. And then we also have strong support down here at 420, 416, and then 413 right down here. On AMD, it's up 3.16%, so AMD massive rally, and you can see it's actually getting above upper Bollinger Band, got up to 175 almost today, came back, and now trading above at least this high right here, 170. So here on AMD, guys, your line in the sand, 170, and below that, this support and this previous range breakout, 164. That is gonna be a key level to watch. Now, if this thing actually can hold above these moving averages, the only thing that is looking really good on AMD is trading above all these moving averages right here. So 170 can hold. The next stop 184, and possibly this gap right up here 188 on AMD. 170 gives up and then takes out also 164. Then watch out for a dump off down to 160 and then 157.65, and then this gap right down here 153.49 on AMD. On Tesla, stock is down 1.39%. So Tesla, I was ready to take some calls right here at 172. And look at that dip here, guys. 173, got really close to this red line, 50 SMA, which is sitting near 172, never came down, not touching it, went back up, and now trading at almost 177. So but the money was there on Tesla. It just didn't hit my level, so never got in, and now trading at almost 177. So Tesla, it's going to be one of those things where Tesla can make it or break it. And why? Bollinger Bands are squeezing. One on top coming down, one on bottom going up, and the stock is trading in between these two Bollinger Bands. So the big move on Tesla definitely coming very soon. We need to see a breakout over 183, and that should take Tesla all the way up to 200. Below 183, watch out for the support and critical support 50 SMA right here, close to 172, to be exact 171.71. Below that, we have lower Bollinger Band as a support 168, but if that gives up, it's all over for the bulls, and this thing can dump down to 152, and then this gap 147.26. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.